Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Hey, Sugar. It's your girl Risa with y'all. Hey, I'm up and about. I got my daughter with me. We're in the kitchen getting our cakes ready for today. Daddy has already put the brisket on the grill, and I'll record a little bit of that. But I'm coming to show you how we put our cakes together. Now, when you say homemade or from scratch, that means you separate your flour, your baking powder, baking soda, whatever you put in the cake to start from scratch. This is semi-recent, okay? We use box cake mix for certain cakes. Now, my pound cakes, those are from scratch. But these right here, come on, those ducking hands. We're using, this is in the trash. Okay. the one we're going to use for our chocolate cake. The butter golden, okay?
It used to be the butter recipe.
It used to say butter recipe, but now it says butter golden. I don't buy the regular yellow cake mix because I like the flavor that adding the butter gives. And we also add vanilla. What is that?
Flavor.
Extract.
Oh,
the real stuff, not the imitation, the real stuff. We add that to our cake mix as well. Okay? So we're making a chocolate cake today, and we're making the lemon supreme. So we've already, and my daughter has already mixed the batter for the chocolate cake. And now she's getting ready to flour her pan. You want to come? And I know y'all may know how to do this, and there's a lot of young people that don't know how to make a cake and don't know how to begin, or maybe some older people that just never tried it. You want to show them? Or you want me to do it? Okay, so.
I like to be on camera.
No, you come on. You have to show them what I taught. This is Ashley.
You can't, they can see my face.
Hold on.
Hey.
There's Ashley. This is my oldest. The one I have to. Sometimes. Okay, what she's gonna show y'all to do, how she does is flour her pan. A lot of people buy the baking spray with the powder already in it. We usually do, but I don't like to use that all the time. So she likes the vegetable spray, so I got that for her. I like to use the butter wrapper. Once you take your butter off your wrapper, I like to coat my pan with it. Okay? And then I put my flour in and flour my pan. But this is the way she likes to do it. It's an easier way, but you know, this is her way. So she's already sprayed her pan, and she has her flour in the pan. Go ahead and demonstrate.
Well, I actually like to use the Baker's Choice, the one with butter already in it, so that way I don't have to do all this, and the flour actually already in it, so that way I don't have to add flour and the butter and all of that. I can just spray and go. But anyway, since we don't have that, we're just going to use the great value vegetable oil. And I put a little bit of flour in my pan, and so I'm just going to shake it up to make sure that my flour covers the entire pan from corner to corner. And any excess flour left over goes in the garbage. That way it's completely coated. Okay, so that's done. My other 3 pans are already done. I kind of do something to it. But now I'm going to go ahead and
I want to say one thing. So you got a little flour in the corner. If you don't dump that out, that'll be on your cake when it come out the oven. So always take your pan, turn it upside down to beat off the excess flour. Okay? Because that will be stuck to the bottom. That's all the spray that you have in there. So you had a little bubble. But all that excess flour will be stuck to the bottom of your cake. So we got that out the corner. There you go. All right.
thank you.
So now she's just gonna add her cake mix to her pan while I talk to you about the icing. The easiest one that I'm gonna show you first is the lemon icing. Now, Everybody does theirs differently. I'm just gonna do it the most simple way that I know how. And I'm gonna start with a glass bowl so you guys can see what I'm doing. Hold on a minute, I have to sneeze. Wash my hands. All right, guys. So for the lemon icing that my granny makes, that has been, I am 40 something years old, and this is the only icing. 4200. This is the only icing that. What do women do that? What? You don't like to tell the age. I don't care about telling my age, girl. Shoot, I don't hide nothing. Do y'all hear me? I love it. It's a blessing. I made it this far by the grace of God. So, what you're gonna need your confectioner sugar or powdered sugar. It's the same thing, okay? You're gonna need some real lemon juice. Okay, don't buy the cheap knockoff store brand. Make sure it is 100% lemon juice. Okay, 100% lemon juice, not a blend or anything else, because it's gonna give you a really different taste. Okay, so you're gonna add your powdered sugar. Let me hold that knife in here. You got butter on it. I'm just gonna use it to open the pack. I'm just gonna show you just a little bit. I'm not gonna, because it doesn't take much. So, okay. And I'm gonna put this down off of my face so you guys can see what I'm doing, okay? So here we go. That's that. Here's our lemon juice. Had to make sure it didn't have a little thing on the inside. Hold on. Have my spoon. You're just gonna add the lemon juice to this. Now, some people like to add butter to the confectioner sugar and blend it together. Gives it a different flavor, but I'm not gonna do that. So all you do is add juice. Don't add a lot at the beginning because you don't want to make it too sweet. Okay? And if you see, it'll start to dissolve when that liquid hit it. So even though I squeeze that amount, it still broke it down. I'm gonna break it all the way down. And you keep mixing until all your sugar has dissolved. There are no lumps, which it doesn't take long. Now at this point, you can drizzle this on the top of your cake when it's fresh out of the oven, like that. Or you can add some more powdered sugar to it. I don't want it too runny. Maybe y'all can see a little better. It's not making a difference. Hold on a minute. Let's see if that works. Okay, so we just gonna leave it alone. I'm just gonna mix this up, and you see it's starting to get a little lumpy. The lighting is bad. At a different angle, we're gonna get this thing right. We're gonna start this thing off right, y'all. Oh well, y'all get the idea. I'm doing this from my laptop and my camera. It's yeah. So it's thicker than it was, So I'm going to keep stirring to get it's nice and creamy. Okay? So you want it to be this consistency, because when it hits your cake, when the cake is still warm, it's going to melt anyway. But make sure you make plenty of this, because you're going to do it in layers. The first, you're going to put it all over the top, and you're going to let that set up. Then you're going to go back once that's set and add a little more to cover the entire cake. Now, if we're using I'm going to put some in between the layers, because we're using regular cake pans instead of a bundt cake pan. And a bundt cake pan is the one with the hole in the middle. Okay, gives you a round cake with a hole in the middle, and some have different designs on them and some don't. We just use a square pan. Okay, so this is your lemon icing. Now, if you want to make just plain vanilla icing, you do the same thing. You just don't use lemon juice. You use your vanilla extract. Okay, vanilla extract, powdered sugar, and you can add butter. That will give it a really good flavor. This is pretty much the base of any homemade, my opinion. You can make any type of icing with this base: butter, powdered sugar, canned milk. Okay, you can add any flavor, any color. Growing up, my granny would make this, but not with lemon juice. It would be the butter, the canned milk, and the confectioner sugar. And then she would add vanilla flavor. And then she would add food color. Okay, and so if it was my birthday, the cakes would be pink. Okay, for my brother, she would put blue icing, blue food color in it to make blue icing. So that's pretty much your base. Now, any flavor you want to add, if you want to add fresh strawberries, all of that good stuff, you go ahead and add it. Makes your cake for you, okay? But that is basically how I make my lemon icing. The chocolate icing, we'll be back in just a few minutes because we have to melt our chocolate. I don't want to make it too far ahead, because if the air hits it, it'll get a skin on the top, and I don't want that. That means it'll get a little hard film on the top. So that is basically how we do our lemon icing. Don't forget your real lemon juice, your confectioner sugar, and that is it, you guys. I thank y'all for watching. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Hi, Susan.